Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're leaving. Where are we leaving? Leaving Aviemore now. That was a right cluster of bikes came in there. There was a load of bikes just left in front of us, and then there was another load there came in, RD 250s and 350s. You could smell the two-stroke. So A9 might be quite busy this morning. There was a chap that I was talking to there in the petrol stations heading back to Newcastle, so maybe see him later on. The plan now, leave Aviemore and head for Ballinluig, breakfast in Ballinluig. Quite a lot of snow here through the night, actually. Now, Ken, where are you? Comes. Yeah, so the plan was for yesterday. There was a few of us going to come up to Glencoe and camp at the Red Squirrel. That was the plan. But the forecast wasn't very good. It was threatening heavy rain, sleet, snow at the Red Squirrel, which I think put a lot of us off. But we were kind of keyed up, sort of thinking about going, so we made a last minute plan on Friday night to just try and find a bunkhouse somewhere. So we tried the bunkhouse, or the two bunkhouses actually, in Glencoe, and they were both full. So we tried another one in Aviemore and it was full, and we tried one in Glencoe and it was full. So popular weekend, a lot of people out and about, but eventually we found one, the Youth Hostel in Aviemore. Absolutely perfect, 24 quid a night. It's clean, fresh, right in the middle of town, and it's got everything. It's, you know, they do food as well if you want. We decided to go out and went for an Italian, which was quite nice. We had another cunning plan to go down to Newton Moor today and then cross over from Newton Moor to Spoon Bridge and then head down through Fort William, home that way, back down through Glencoe. But I've got things that I kind of need to do this afternoon, so I'm just going to head back down the A9. Maybe catch up with some of those other bikes, you never know. But a good weekend it was. I'm glad we went away. Just put the camera back on. Ken's in front, setting the pace, so to speak. I hope he doesn't set too hard a pace, because these cameras now on the A9, you've got to be very, very careful. They tell me that they are smart enough to know the difference between HGVs, cars and bikes. I'm not sure how that works, because as far as I can see, any of the cameras that I saw yesterday were all forward facing, so I don't see how they can catch bikes, but they say they can. Don't know anybody that's ever been caught, but they say they can. So just keep it calm, I think, is the motto. But it's just a kind of boring road, really, so nothing of any great interest. So I'll just switch the camera back on and switch the camera back off, and then I'll pop it on and off as and when on the way down. beautiful actually. This the blue sky. I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but the blue sky and the snow on the hill looks beautiful. And we seem to have picked up a new best friend. I don't know who the guy in front is. The guy in front of Ken has been riding along with us for quite a while now. We're riding two up, but I don't know who he is. He's not one of us. But that is beautiful. It's a lovely day to be out. It's not too cold. Yeah, we definitely made the right decision coming away. It would have been easy to say at 10 o'clock on Friday night, we're not bothered, just do it another time. But we persevered and it paid off. Great weekend. It'll be interesting to see how this wee video looks. I'm trying my new cunning plan of putting 1 bar of zoom on the wide angle lens, the wide angle to telephoto. I've got 1 bar of zoom on it. I felt that in previous videos when I'm in a situation like this, where you know I've got the bike in front and Ken's looked just a second away, it feels like, you know, he's about half a mile away. So if you put too much zoom on it, it becomes a bit shaky. But I think I'll get away with 1 bar. I think that should be enough. What it does do, it kind of distorts the picture a wee bit, and it means that there's an awful lot of wasted space. The way the camera is mounted, there's a lot of wasted space to the right of the shot. But you just have to live with that, I think. The other thing would be to relocate the camera and put it on top, and that would probably even things up a wee bit. But I quite like where it is on the right hand side, and it leaves a space on the left hand side for the Scala rider. So that's the plan anyway. We'll see when we get back and plug it into a PC and see how it looks. This is absolutely beautiful here. It's quite white all round. I don't know if the camera is going to pick that up. There's obviously been quite a lot of snow through the night, because it wasn't like this yesterday. Beautiful. Somebody having a snowball fight in the car park there. A few caravans. Ouch. Still got their famous potholes. What is the A9 famous for? Potholes. When these fellas that should have been away with us this weekend see this, they're going to be kicking themselves. I mean, the A9, it's not the most exciting road in the world to ride, but on a day like this, it's lovely. The sun's starting to come through now as well. Lovely jubbly. I'm just having to keep turning my head here to blow the moisture off the visor. I hope it's not too off-putting to watch with the zoom on. It might look a wee bit accentuated, but I've got to keep my visor clear. It definitely helps if you can see where you're going. It's clouding over a wee bit now. Lost our lovely blue sky that we had earlier on. But I must admit I was rather pleased with the way the weekend panned out, because I've been kind of hankering after using a bunkhouse. That's one of our RD boys. So yes, I can smell the two-stroke. No doubt there'll be a few of them. It's coming up. There they go. Oh, you smell that two-stroke. Yeah, as I was saying about my bunkhouse idea, we went camping in Glencoe in October last year, and just before that we went camping in Tinnebrook, and both of them were a complete washout. The tents were soaking, the sleeping bags were soaking, the gear was soaking, we were soaking. So I had this idea about using the bunkhouse, and I have used the Aviemore bunkhouse a few times at work, and I was well impressed with it, and I thought it would be ideal for doing on the bike, and it has worked out really well. You know, you can travel so light. I've got everything I need in the top box, and usually I've got sleeping bags and air beds and tents and everything else strapped on, so much better. Why is this car braking? I wonder. Oh, dreadful. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, let's get in front of him at the soonest opportunity, which I think will be now. Oh, I don't like that. Not happy behind that boy. Ken getting fed up in front. I think that's a female on that bike. She's got a GoPro stuck to her helmet. And as a mate of mine said, it looks like a toaster. And that does look like a bloody toaster stuck to your head. That's what I think I liked about the Drift Ghost. It's a wee bit slicker, a wee bit less in your face than having that on the top of your helmet. Yeah, I saw her in Aviemore. She just came down, parked outside the filling station when we were going away. So I think they are breezing off into Pitlochry. Yes, the lady with the toaster on her head is going to Pitlochry as well. So we'll go another couple of miles down the road and go to Ballinluig. Oh, we're all stopped. We're lost. Where are we? You're in Pitlochry. A nice wee town, Pitlochry. Oh dear. Potholes are us. Well, they're not potholes, they're just kind of like indents really, but a bit rough to drive over.